Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like over on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Wednesday, December the 3rd. We got a fairly big Wednesday slate tonight, 9 games, so going to be a good amount of props to choose from. With it being 9 games, we do already have props up for 8 of the 9 games on Wednesday, so there's a good amount available right now, when I'm recording this video the night before. And I've got 3 picks I like for today, taking a first look at the board. So as always, guys, we're going to give some information, some analysis behind why I do like these 3 plays. Before we do that, though, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, make sure that you hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, and if you are new to Prizepicks, and if you don't have a Prizepicks account, be sure that you go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks. With my promo code, play $5, you'll get $50 worth of free lineups for signing up and using code NOAH. And then we do also have a partnership with Sleeper. So I do want to give a shout out to Sleeper. If you guys have never heard of Sleeper, if you don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can download the Sleeper app, use promo code NOAH over there, and get your first deposit matched up to $100, as well as you'll get a free $20 entry. So Sleeper's doing a promotion where they're going to allow you to pretty much play on their site without even having to put any money in. So it's a win-win for you guys. It's highly recommended that you get over to Sleeper and take advantage of this offer. Again, it's a win-win. Like, you don't have to put in any money. You can go over to Sleeper, download the app, use that code NOAH, get that free entry. And if you lose that free entry, well, it was a free entry. So it's, it didn't cost you anything. And if you lose that free entry and you never want to play on the app again, then you don't have to. But highly recommend that you check out Sleeper while they're running this promotion. They're trying to get new people into the site. It's a great way for for them to be able to do that by offering you a way to play, have a chance to win some money without even having to put any money in. So definitely go over to Sleeper, guys. Again, use that promo code NOAH when you sign up. Get that $20 free entry, and also you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. But before we do talk through our Prizepicks plays here for Wednesday's slate, I do want to recap the plays that we gave out in Tuesday's video. So we gave out 2 picks? Yeah, we gave out 2 picks on Tuesday, and we went 1-1. And man, it's so frustrating because the play that lost was Sam Hauser over 11.5 PRA, and we lost by the hook. Hauser finished with 11 PRA, and he only played like 19 minutes, which was definitely less than I expected. I was expecting Hauser to play at least like 22 to 24 minutes. That's typically where he averages, in terms of minutes. But he only played like 19 minutes in the first half. I think he played like 4 minutes in the first half for whatever reason. I don't know why. But he got more run in the second half. Wound up coming up short by 1 PRA. Super, super frustrating. Like, if Hauser just plays 22 minutes, he probably hits. But he had to play 19 minutes for whatever reason. And then we took Brandon Ingram under 34.5 PRA, which did cash. But man, it's so frustrating losing by the hook on Sam Hauser. And then I gave out 3 plays on Patreon yesterday, paired them with the Anthony Edwards taco, and it looks like we're going to go 3 for 4. We have a prop on Aaron Wiggins at the halftime right now. He's doing really well, so hopefully that goes over. But the prop that lost on our Patreon plays was Miles McBride. We took him over 21 fantasy score. He had like 20.6 or 20.5, so we lost like half a point there. Lost by half a point. Like, it's just been so frustrating. So many close calls lately that just have not gone my way, and that's just how it goes sometimes. You're going to have bad runs like this. I'm definitely in a bad run right now. Just feels like every night, I'm on the wrong side of every close call. But it is what it is, guys. We're going to keep trying to find the plays, though. Find the plays that have value, and hopefully we can start to see some wins moving forward. And I will say, if you guys do want more Prizepicks plays from me, again, I do provide those over on Patreon every day. You can check that out, link down below in the description. Also, we're starting to give out more plays on our live streams. So I've been doing live streams the last 2 days. And during the streams, we'll talk through plays that you guys in the chat like. I'll build out some slips as well during the live stream. And I plan on going live. I'm going to try and go live like Monday through Friday, every weekday. And I do plan on doing a live stream on Wednesday. Probably will be a little bit later. We've been going live about 5 o'clock Eastern time. I think on Wednesday I'm going to shoot for like 6 o'clock Eastern time. And we'll probably go live for like maybe an hour leading up till the 7 o'clock tip-off, when the games start. So get over to the live stream, guys. Definitely check that out. It'll be on the channel. You'll see the scheduled stream where you can just join that You can even set like a reminder if you have to. But yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Wednesday night, I'll be doing a live stream on my YouTube channel, talking through some more plays that I like that come up during the day. If there's any injury news that comes out during the live stream, we'll hit on that. Try and find some plays that offer some value, and obviously I'll answer your guys' questions. We'll talk about the slate in the live stream, but definitely check that out. But let's go ahead and talk about this Wednesday slate. What I'm liking, looking at the board the night before. So first prop we're going to take is going to be a points plus rebounds prop, and we're going to go to the Hawks and Clippers game. I like Dyson Daniels for more than 16.5 points plus rebounds. So Dyson Daniels, he's just got a really, really big minutes floor and ceiling right now. He is playing so many minutes, and typically minutes is, that's going to lead to consistency because not going out on a limb here, for a player to get stats, they have to be on the floor. And Dyson Daniels, you look at his minutes the last few games, 36, 32. The game he played 32, I believe, was a blowout. They lost by 19 points to the Wizards. 36.5 minutes, 44 minutes. I think the 44-minute game was overtime game, but still 39 minutes in regulation. And then last game against the Pistons, 37 minutes. Like Dyson Daniels is playing 36 to 40 minutes, per game right now. And he just kind of has to because the Hawks are shorthanded. Like they don't have Trae Young. He's still injured. Kristaps Porzingis is also out right now. So Daniels' minutes are through the roof. They're going to need him in this matchup, going up against the Clippers, going up against James Harden. Daniels is definitely the best defender or he's one of the better defenders for the Hawks. I'm assuming he'll guard James Harden here. Maybe they'll put Nickeil Alexander-Walker on James Harden, but either way, Daniels' minutes are very, very secure right now. And without Trae Young, he's historically seen a boost in his just opportunity, his usage rate. He's typically performed well with Trae Young off the floor. And also, if you take Porzingis off the floor, that just opens up even more opportunity, more usage. Also opens up more rebound opportunities. We have seen the last 3 games, Dyson Daniels has seen a spike in his rebound chances. So Daniels is averaging 11.6 rebound chances per game and 6.5 rebounds per game this season. If you look at the last 3 games that they've played without Kristaps Porzingis, 14 rebound chances per game for Dyson Daniels and 7.3 rebounds per game in that stretch. So his rebounding numbers have taken a little bit of a spike up lately. The scoring's been solid as well. Again, the minutes are through the roof. And you look at the games he's played this season without Trae Young and without Kristaps Porzingis, he's over this line in, 6 out of 8 games. 6 out of 8 games without Trae, without Porzingis. Dyson Daniels is over this PR line. So this is a play I do like quite a bit. I think it's a spot where Dyson Daniels just continues to play big minutes. Foul trouble might be somewhat of a concern. Like if he does guard James Harden, that could bring some foul trouble risk. But I think as long as Dyson stays out of foul trouble, he's playing upper 30s in minutes here. Should have an opportunity to go over 16.5 PR with that much, just playing time. So I do like that as our first prop for Wednesday. Now the next prop I like is a PRA prop. We're going to go to the Bulls game, the Bulls and Nets game. And I like Nikola Vucevic for more than 31.5 PRA, if I can find it, if it's still available. Did Prizepicks take it off the board? Prizepicks might have taken this off the board, which is frustrating if they did. Okay, there it is. So, yeah, Nikola Vucevic, more than 31.5 PRA. So, the Bulls are kind of another team that's dealing with some injuries right now, coming into this game a little bit shorthanded. They're going to be without Kobe White, who's out for this game. Kobe White's not played a lot this year because he's been injured this season. He's only played in 5 games, but he's out again for this game. He's dealing with a calf injury, and then they're also going to be without Kevin Huerter. So no Kobe White, no Kevin Huerter. That definitely thins up their their backcourt, but it also opens up more usage. You take Kobe White off the floor. Kobe White's a high usage player. Taking him off the floor allows for these other guys like Vooch, Josh Giddey to soak up more usage. So Vooch's role should be pretty good here in terms of a usage standpoint. Should pick up some additional usage without Kobe White. And the matchup is really good against Brooklyn. Brooklyn has been a team that you can definitely beat in the paint, at the rim. So far this season, Brooklyn is top 10 in points allowed in the paint. They're top 10 in points allowed to centers. This should be a really good matchup for Vooch. And Vooch is one of these bigs that can do a little bit of everything when he's on the floor. He can score, he rebounds the ball really well, and he can do some facilitating too. I mean, this season, Vooch is averaging 3.6 assists per game. You look at his last few games, I mean, he had 5 assists last game, 6 assists the game before that. he can give you 5-6 assists pretty much any night. Typically a guy that is really good on the glass. I mean, you look at his rebounds just as of late. He's had like double-digit rebounds now in 3 of his last 4 games. Had a 14-rebound game against Charlotte. This feels like a spot where we could easily get a 20-10 game from Vooch with a couple of assists, and that could be enough, obviously, for him to go over this PRA line. There's only a 3-point difference between his PRA and his PR, and I think that's why I like PRA. I mean, his assist line is set at 3.5, so the books are projecting him for at least like 3 assists here, if not more. And we've seen he does have that assist upside where he could rack up like 5 or 6 assists. Maybe without Kobe White, without Kevin Huerter, maybe they run more offense through Vooch and he's able to pick up some assists that way. But either way, this is all in all a good spot for Vooch against a Nets team that does struggle against opposing centers, that has struggled against centers this season. Guards haven't had much success against the Nets. Like the Nets are a team that put a lot of ball pressure on guards. We've seen guards struggle to score against Brooklyn. But big men have had more success against this Nets team. So this does set up, again, as a really good spot for Vooch. And I do like him for more than 31.5 PRA. It is also worth mentioning that right now, Jalen Smith is questionable for the Bulls. And Zach Collins is also questionable. So, I mean, by some chance, if Jalen Smith and Zach Collins both don't play, the Bulls really don't have any other big men on their roster. Like, I guess they would just play... I don't even know who they would play as their backup center. They would just have to play small ball, I guess. Maybe use like Patrick Williams at the 5. We've seen them do that at times. But Jalen Smith being questionable and Zach Collins being questionable actually kind of matters for Vooch. Like that could make Vooch's minutes upside even higher if they don't have Smith or Collins. If either one of those guys are out, especially if Smith is out because he's been the backup center all season. If Jalen Smith is out, like we could definitely see Vooch play 35, 36 minutes here, which typically Vooch doesn't play that many minutes, but the minutes upside could definitely get higher for him if there is no Jalen Smith. And for what it's worth, when Vooch does get the minutes, he typically is able to produce this season in games where he's played at least 32 minutes. He's only played 32 minutes in 7 games this year, but he's over this PRA line in all 7 of those games. This game against Brooklyn does have a relatively close spread. It's a 6-point spread, so we should project Vooch to play full minutes here. I don't think there's too much blowout risk in this game. You give me full minutes from Vooch against the Nets, a great matchup. I feel pretty good about him going over 31.5 PRA. So that's our second prop for Wednesday night. And then the last prop that we're going to take a look at, guys, is on Ryan Nembhard. So we took a prop on Ryan Nembhard. Last slate, we took his over assist, 3.5. That cash for us. He had 10 assists in that game. I'm going back to the well. I like Ryan Nembhard once again for more than 4.5 assists. We don't get his line at 3.5, sadly, but at 4.5, I still think there's some value here. So we saw Ryan Nembhard play extremely well last game. I mean, he had by far his best game of the season, best game of his career. If you look at that game against Denver, 35 minutes for Ryan Nembhard, 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 10 assists. So Ryan Nembhard has started the last 3 games at point guard for the Mavs, and it seems they're pretty committed to Ryan Nembhard as their starting point guard, at least right now. Maybe things change as the season progresses, but I mean, Ryan Nembhard's a rookie. He's a guy they probably want to try and develop. They want to see what they have in him. And he's a player that has historically been a really good facilitator, in his collegiate career. We obviously haven't seen him a lot in the NBA because he only played in 9 NBA games. But in college, he was a great facilitator. He averaged almost 10 assists per game in college in his final year at Gonzaga. He led the country in assists per game. I think he averaged like 9.8 assists per game, which was the most in college basketball last season. And so far this season, Nembhard has shown an ability to rack up assists when he gets minutes. Now again, he hasn't played a lot of minutes this season, but in the games where he's played decent minutes, he had 5 assists in 16 minutes. He had 7 assists in 17 minutes. He had 3 assists in 21 minutes, 4 assists in 23 minutes, and then last game, 10 assists in 35 minutes. He did have 15 potential assists last game, which led the team. He also led the team with 64 passes made, which was by far the most on the team. The next highest guy was Cooper Flagg, who had 41 passes made last game against Denver. So when Ryan Nembhard is on the floor, he's going to be passing the ball a lot, and he's going to be he's going to have opportunities to rack up assists. It's a good matchup against Miami. Miami is playing at the fastest pace in the league. So, Miami plays really fast. That's going to lead to opportunities to get assists when you just have more pace, more possessions. really think Ryan Nembhard, right now at least, is being undervalued by the market. I mean, this is a player that I think I don't know if he'll play like 35 minutes again. If he does, I feel very good about him going over this assist prop. But even if he plays like 25 minutes, like he's still shown an ability to be able to get 5 assists in 25 minutes. There's been games where he's got 5 assists in like 15 minutes. Obviously can't expect that type of efficiency, but this is a player that can rack up assists in a hurry. And I think his role is very secure right now. Like they don't really seem like they want to play D'Angelo Russell. Brandon Williams has not been playing well lately coming off the bench. So like Ryan Nembhard, he might be locked in as the clear top point guard for the Mavs, at least for right now. So yeah, I do like him for more than 4.5 assists today. So that'll do it as our 3 plays here, guys, for this Wednesday NBA slate. Taking Dyson Daniels more than 16.5 points plus rebounds, Nikola Vucevic more than 31.5 PRA, and Ryan Nembhard more than 4.5 assists. Let's try and go 3-0 today. We lost by the hook on Tuesday's slate, losing by 0.5 on Sam Hauser. So frustrating, but we'll try and get back at it here for Wednesday. Try and go 3-0, make some money on this slate, guys. Again, appreciate you watching these Prizepicks videos. Appreciate your support. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, guys. And also, tune into the live stream, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be live on my YouTube channel, giving out props that I like for today, talking through the slate, answering your guys' questions. So definitely check that out if you aren't, if you are not gonna be in the live stream, check it out. It'll be on the channel. You'll see it. I'll do like an upcoming stream. So when you go to the channel, you'll see the stream that you can just like already be joining. You can set a notification so that like you get notified when we go live. But yeah, mark your calendar, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be live talking through this slate with you guys and answering your questions, trying to find some props, and hopefully making you guys some money. But again, good luck tonight, guys. Let's win some money on this slate, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.